show something different. So if I need to show that, I will.
We have beauty on this whole there.
Okay, but can I bail out tonight? Except the fact I was on video. It's a good red, yeah. No, I haven't had ran any rice breaks, and we're gonna go ahead and read your rice. They don't bring me my rice because I feel like, so I have to stay in jail for the night? Are you telling me that? I have to go to jail for the night? Do I have money if I can bail out tonight? Can I bail out tonight? So, see you, jail. Like, y'all, mine? Are you kidding me right now?
Shit. Yo, Rachel,
This is gonna be used. Okay, yeah. Tomorrow. I'm late.
precaution if you
Would you have I could pay for a lawyer. I'm just gonna go ahead and just take the case up and solve it. Okay, but on my phone, all can please say the please. This where should see. I don't have anything. You get my head out. I don't have anything on. Do you guys pick up the phones that were on top of the green?
So we'll stop it right there. I know I kind of skimmed through it, but it's a long video. I know of her. I mean, I know her. You know what I mean? But I don't really follow like track like that. But I know who she is. I'll just say that. But I saw the first video when, you know, they were having their altercation. And the problem is there's a few things. Like, this type of things happens all the time, you know, with, you know, men and women, you know, the woman being the aggressor, you know, the woman, you know, hitting the guy, you know, or pushing him or doing stuff like that. And because the man is the stronger vessel, you know, the man kind of, you know, is supposed to, you know, one, refrain from, you know, hitting back or pretty much supposed to take it, you know. This is a situation that shouldn't have happened. You know, it shouldn't happen in any situation. You know, and I feel bad, you know, for them in situations because stuff like this, like I said, happens all the time. But I think that people need to start keeping their hands to themselves and stop putting themselves in situations like this. I could tell you this, and guess what? I'm not 100% certain. I would just say I'm probably 99.9% certain that if it was the opposite, that he would have went to jail, and he knew he would be going to jail. Because again, the man is a stronger vessel, and 9 times out of 10, if the man does something like this, he's going to jail. And I just think she, you know, yeah, I don't know what the outcome will be. You know, I think Nike, you know, said that she won't lose her endorsements. I'm not wishing that up anybody, but that's another thing too, that we've seen stuff happen to men, you know, recently, and the men have lost their endorsements. Like quick, fast, in a hurry, before they could even get the story out. So and so has dropped him from their brand. Like it happened so quick. I mean, yeah. I mean, hopefully this is a learning lesson for both of them, because I don't put it past, you know, them that they get physical all the time, you know? Like, this is a regular occurring thing in their relationship. Um, but yeah, I'll let you share, cause all right.
no pole.
Huh?
I said, yeah, no doubt.
I mean, she even said it in the beginning, you know? It was just kind of like, yeah, he assaulted me, you know? And, you know, if they didn't have video evidence and if, you know, people were not eyewitnesses, yeah, he would have been going to jail and she was paying the victim all the way up until they told her, like, no, they already said that you were the aggressor and you assaulted him. And she tried every way all the way up until Sunday to make it seem like, you know, he was the problem, he was the aggressor, he assaulted me. I have evidence in my phone. Can I show you that? You know, to save her own ass. So it was just kind of like, um, not to say I was happy that she got hers, but you know, I've been in a situation like that to where I was in an argument in an apartment, share apartment, and you know, we had to go ahead and call, you know, the authorities because I'm trying to leave and you're not allowing me to leave, you know. So I'm on the phone and she's in the background talking about, oh yeah, he's hitting me, he's beating me, blah blah blah. So they show up and I'm sitting over there by the computer. I was like, you can look at her. I ain't touched her. Yeah, I ain't. He's like, did she hit you? I was like, nope, nope, none of that. So they stayed there till I got my stuff and I went on and rode off and went somewhere else where I needed to go. So women do play up to the role of, I'm helpless. Yeah, I'm the stronger vessel, but smart men already know that if I hit you, I'm going to hurt you.
Right.
And if I hurt you, I'm going to be going to jail and then I'm going to be hurt. So in that moment, you have to make the choice and decision to remove yourself from a situation that can add a detriment to you, you know, can be detrimental to you.
Right.
You know, right now dealing with this individual in this state of mind or this state of emotion, let me say that, is detrimental to me. So let me, you know, make sure I keep my composure so I can get myself out of this situation. And 9 times out of 10, they don't want you to get out of the situation because they want to be controlling and manipulative in that situation because they don't know how to control their emotions. So if you're not getting your way, if you're not getting, you know, the response that you want from the male, your natural response is to escalate and put him in a compromising situation, you know, to prove a point, to gain control, to gain the upper hand, whatever you were thinking at that point in time. All the manipulative ways that you can think of, that's what I saw in that video listening to her talk. She wanted to control and manipulate the situation, even though she was the one in the wrong. And you wanted to come out with that BS video afterwards because you know you have fans, you know you have sponsors. So of course your PR told you need to get out there and get ahead of this and put a video out, apologize to your fans and letting them know that was wrong. You shouldn't have did that, blah, blah, blah. Now you'll have to go to anger management or you'll have to go volunteer, you know, at whatever shelter. I don't know if they have a battered man shelter, but you know, they'll tell her somewhere that she needs to go and seek out some help, you know. So if I was that dude, I'd get away from that girl.
I'd does.
Cause she's not gonna get better than that. Yeah, it'll be moments to where, you know, she'll apologize and yeah, there'll be moments, but that's just who she is as a person. That's already in her.
Right. That's fact. Yeah. Yeah.
I speak from experience.
Man.
I went back. I shouldn't have. So
Yeah.
I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely Yeah, I'm echoing. I got you. She definitely, man, threw him under the bus quick. And even though they told her like, "Hey, it's cameras around," he didn't do anything. You know, he didn't do anything at all. Like it was reported to by TSA. She was still trying to throw him under the bus. I got a video. And then she said this, like, he's the man and you treat me like this. So it's expected for the man to go down for something like this. That's just crazy. Man, you know, they say like, man, us as men, we go through so much. A lot of stuff that we go through, we just don't talk about it because we know what to expect. We know what's expected. And, I think, God built us that way. But women go through a little uh turmoil, they fall apart. Um, yeah, this situation is similar to things that I've gone through as well, you know what I mean? Um, and fortunately, I'm here obviously, right? Uh, but they don't think about the future. They just think about right now. I'm upset right now, and it doesn't matter what I do. I could just burn the house down right now, and it doesn't matter because I feel a certain way. And it's sad and it's unfortunate that you know we have to, I don't say we have to deal with it, but us as men, you know have to feel that way and deal with people who are like that. That's abuse. And like cats will look at a guy and be like, oh, she hit you. I don't believe that. Bro, it doesn't matter how big I am, man. Like if somebody hits me, like that's assault or abuse. And I don't think that like I see a lot more instances where, the police are actually, taking the woman to jail. But it's still majority of the women, get off because men don't complain or men don't report them because it's expected of men, kind of like again, like she said, to deal with it, to the man to go to jail because of the situation. Um, what's that? With great power comes great responsibility. You know what I mean? you know, uh, and it's expected.
Go ahead, Uncle Ben.
You know, and it's expected for us to deal with the responsibility of the power we were given. And I would just say you know, to reiterate what Colo said, hey man, like when that stuff like that happens, when you see who she is, or when people tell you who they are, not matter if he or she believe them. When people put their best foot forward, when they meet you, when you see that instance, like, cause I have a situation, man, I went over this girl's house. This was like the first time. Hey, I'm losing video. Yeah, so maybe she hacked into my camera, but yeah, so uh, this is the first time I went over her house, and she was having an all-out fight with the neighbor. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, I'm not used to dealing with no mess like that. Yeah, I grew up in the hood, but man, I don't have no girls that I deal with fighting people or yelling and screaming at people. And I was like, man, I should have turned right back around and got in my car. But guess what? Your boy wanted, something that she had. You know what I'm saying? uh, she had something, in her house that I wanted. And I went in there anyway. And I mean, I didn't say we had a horrible relationship, but it didn't pan out. We're not together right anymore. So but yeah, all jokes aside, man, if you guys, man, you cats out there see a female like this, y'all need to run. Hey, focus on your purpose, get your ish together, and I guarantee you, it's gonna be more and more women out there. Just telling you. And then the quality of the woman. What'd you say?
No, I was gonna say, yeah, any woman that puts you in that compromising situation, they don't care about you, and they're not here to protect you. Because truth be told, we always talk about the men protecting women. The women are supposed to protect the men too from stuff like this in this situation. So if he truly didn't put his hands on you, if he hasn't been physical with you, then why would you put that man in that situation, compromising situation? Knowing who you are and knowing who he is, that can ruin his career. Yours will probably bounce back quicker than his because you're the one that's more popular right now.
Right. But women are not expected to take accountability. You know what I mean? Because she was trying to give the accountability to him, and guess what? He may have did something. I can't say that he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. But in this scenario, you did something out in the public where everybody could see all this high tech. We just talked about AI, all this technology inside of the airport, and you're gonna do something like that, and then don't want to take accountability. Try to sway the accountability to him. You're right. She doesn't care about you, man. I'm sorry to cut you off. What else were you gonna say?
Yeah, that was basically it. I mean, that just shows you in those situations, that really shows you if you got a ride or die or not. And you don't have neither. Because in that situation, it's just kind of like, yeah, I hit him. He didn't hit me, my bad. And I'm pretty sure he would appreciated that in that situation. And he probably would have said, no, we good, man. She don't need to go to jail. 9 times out of 10, dude's not trying to send their chicks to jail.
Right. Yeah.
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 Well, I'm just saying it'd be that 10th time though where that situation, or you try to get me clipped, you put your hands on me, we in public, I can't protect you. I can say, yeah, I don't want her to go, but at the end of the day, if you was gonna send me, no, I'm not going, you gonna go.
Right.
And hopefully she learned something from the situation, but probably not. Like I said, you fast, dude, so run away from her fast.
Nah.
She probably just as fast as you, so she might catch up to you.
She'd catch me for something. She'll catch me.